Okay, thank you. I want to be a Jew and juggler for your comments. Keeping all the Kabbalah for yourself. So I think it needs a little more explanation. I was kind of making a comedy thing. I don't know if it was funny or not, but based on a true situation about the dangers of Kabbalah. There's also great things about it. But look, the Kabbalah is rooted in the tradition of the Bible and the Talmud. And in the days, and so we got to look back at the roots of Kabbalah in order to understand something about it. So the basic teaching in the Talmud about Kabbalah is the four who entered the orchard. There's Rabbi Akiva, Ben Zoma, Ben Azai, and Acher. Acher's name was Elisha ben Abuya, but after what you'll hear in the story, his name was changed to the other one. Four who entered the orchard. The four entered the orchard, and these are they: Rabbi Akiva, Ben Azai, Ben Zoma, and Acher. Rabbi Akiva said, when you reach the stones of pure marble, do not say, water, water, for it is written, he who speaks falsehood before me will not be established before my eyes. Rabbi Akiva wasn't saying it, he was quoting a verse of what God was saying through King David in the Psalms. What happened in the orchard? Ben Azai looked and died. Of him it is written in the Psalms, precious in the eyes of God is the death of his tzaddikim, his righteous. Of Ben Zoma he glimpsed at the mysteries and he went mad, lost his mind. Of him it is written, have you found honey? Drink it, but not too much. Don't drink too much unless you vomit it. Acher cut the shoots, and Rabbi Akiva entered in peace and left in peace. So who were Rabbi Akiva was the leader. He was one of the leaders of the Sanhedrin and a true Kabbalist. So were the other three. The other three spent their entire lives to uphold the Torah with love and fear, and to study the Torah with tremendous reverence and tremendous love at all levels of interpretation. The orchard is pardes in Hebrew, similar to the word for paradise, is an acronym in Hebrew. It's the initial letters of the four levels of interpretation, from the simple meaning all the way up to the sod, the secret. It's the pardes, the samach, the last letter is the initial level of sod, or secret. Ben Azai and Ben Zoma were Talmudic masters, but also Kabbalistic masters, the very highest level, and they went into they had a divine experience of the divine that they couldn't handle, and Acher also. Acher cut the shoots meant he became a heretic. He started believing in two forces running the world. We know there's only one God. And anybody who aspires to understand Kabbalah also knows that there's only one God, of course. So if the greatest masters of the generation, four entered the orchard, the mystical experience, and only one came out in peace, the others were it was the end of their career in the world, really. So I think that's a lesson for the sages of the Talmud are telling us something about when people go, if they strive too high, you can fall very, the more higher you strive, the farther you can fall. So what I'm really, that there are serious dangers about too much too fast, and the study of Kabbalah requires knowledge of Hebrew, the Torah and the Tanakh, and And there are, if somebody wants to learn it in English or learn it outside the context of the Torah, it's probably a good university class or an interesting self-help movement. It may, may give somebody a sense of belonging or feeling, or even that they. However, I question its authenticity. I'm not a Kabbalist. I'm not. So if I'm not a Kabbalist, is the keeping the Kabbalah for myself is kind of like, what do I have to keep for myself? So just one has to be aware of what one's getting into. The first thing, again, as I said in the notes, is one can't know the 10 sfirot, the 10 divine illuminations, and their names and their meaning, and not know the 10 commandments and not follow them. It won't have meaning. And so I bless you all to know who you are and where you're going and before whom you stand, and fill your lives with real meaning, as opposed to a light interest on the level of a hobby.